Hello there, everybody. My name is Little Miss Creepypasta, and welcome to the Hunger Games Anime Edition. I was born, it's early in the morning, so if I'm tired, that's why. Um, Before we begin, I'm just gonna say I don't know anything about most of these characters. Like, I don't know anything about Kanato or Yato. I just don't. I have absolutely nothing about Kate Scott. So, if I mess something up and you get an inside joke that I do not, um, yeah, yeah, okay, best commentary ever. So if that, I've been meaning to start this anime, Hell Girl. I've been meaning to start it. I don't know if I should or not though. Anyway, proceed. As the tributes stand on their podiums, I can't talk. The horn sounds. Monokuma runs away from the cornucopia. God damn it, Monokuma. Blood grabs the backpack, not realizing it is empty. Kanato runs away from the cornucopia. Light takes a handful of throwing knives. Why, you just have the death note, you just need to know their first and last name. Makoto convinces Reborn not to kill him, only to kill him instead. Makoto! Haruhi, run! One runs away from the cornucopia. Kate runs away from the cornucopia. Ray takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Shiro runs away with a lighter and some rope. What are you going to do with a lighter and rope, Shiro? Kyubey takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. At least you're better at this than Monokuma is. Precious snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Again, what are you going to do with that? Niu runs away from the cornucopia. Princess Tutu finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Izaya and I fight for the bag. Izaya gives up and retreats. Yeah, you don't mess with the hell girl, Izaya. Yato scares Sachiko away from the cornucopia. Skilled, Asuna, and Haruhi too work together to get as many supplies as possible. Girl power! Gallery runs away from the cornucopia. Alice runs away from the cornucopia. Death the Kid takes a handful of throwing knives, just as long as they're symmetrical. Okay, whoa. Whoa, okay. Ray throws a knife into Skull's head. She's just a child, Ray. Wah. Asuna defeats Death the Kid in a fight, but spares his life. Asuna. Sachiko sprains her ankle while running away from Monokuma. Yato searches for firewood. Blood diverts Haruhi one's attention and runs away. Light receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Makoto, Kanato, Shiro, and Princess Tutu raid Ai's camp while she is hunting. You're all gonna die. you're gonna die. Pressure receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Neo defeats Gary in a fight, but spares his life. QB searches for a water source. Izaya diverts Haruhitu's attention and runs away. Alice steals from Kate while she isn't looking. So, we have two dead already. Reborn and Skuld. Poor Skuld. I actually don't mind Skuld. She's kind of annoying, but I don't mind her. Gary is awoken by nightmares. Kyubey tries to treat his infection. Because yes, Kyubey is a boy. I looked it up. Prussia pushes Shiro off a cliff during a knife fight. Team Albino, no. Yeah, the only reason I put them on a team together was because Team Albino. Sorry. Asuna thinks about winning. Monokuma, Sachiko, and Light sleep in shifts. The three most psychotic characters on this screen right now are working together. Beautiful. Haruhi, too, thinks about winning. Kate cries herself to sleep. I don't know anything about her. Whoa. Yato, Princess Tutu, and Izaya successfully ambush and kill Alice, Makoto, and Blood. Well, that didn't last long. Niu lets Death the Kid into her shelter. Haruhi 1, Ray, Kanato, and I tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. I'm trying to decide whose would be scarier, Kanato's or I's. I don't know. Kyubey receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Death the Kid, Kanato, Prussia, Monokuma, and Kate hunt for other tributes. Isaiah spins his ankle while running away from Gowry. Sachiko runs away from Light. Niu receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Ai sprains her ankle while running away from Asuna. Haruhi 2 tends to raise wounds. Princess Tutu chases Haruhi 1. And Yato receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. R.I.P. Shiro. R.I.P. Alice. R.I.P. Makoto. R.I.P. Blood. R.I.P. Prussia receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Light, Princess Tutu, and Kate sleep in shifts. Yato, Izaya, Monokuma, and I sleep in shifts. Gary quietly hums. Kyubei tends to Kanato's wounds. Rei receives an explosive. Asuna ambushes Niu and kills her. Asuna. Kids awoken my nightmares. Oh, the asymmetrical horror. Sachiko and Haruhi tell stories about themselves to each other. How would that go? Sachiko. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. Haruhi's like, oh, I broke a vase and now I'm in a host club. Yeah. Death the Kid begs for Monokuma to kill him. He refuses, keeping Death the Kid alive. Kid. Izaya camouflages himself in the bushes. Princess Tutu receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Kanato receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Kyubei picks flowers. Kyubei. Rei, Haruhi 1, and Asuna hunt for other tributes. Light and Yato work together to drown Prussia. Oh my god. Gowry questions his sanity. Sachiko is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Kate travels to higher ground. I scares Haruhi 2 off. I. R.I.P. Niu. R.I.P. Prussia. Rei screams for help. Princess Tutu sees a fire but stays hidden. Monokuma sees a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Light tends to Izaya's wounds. Death the Kid screams for help. Yato tends his wounds. Asuna and Haruhi 2 tell stories about themselves to each other. Sachiko defeats Kanato in a fight but spares his life. Kyubei stays awake all night. Kate is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Ai attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Gary and Haruhi 1 run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Good for them. Gary begs for Asuna to kill him. She refuses, keeping Gary alive. Good for you, Asuna. Gary. Rei is picked by thorns while picking berries. Yato and Izaya split up to search for resources. Kanato tries to spear fish with a trident. Monokuma and Kyubei work together for the day. Funny story, I was going to put Monokuma and Kyubei on the same team, but then I remembered that Kyubei was a boy, and Monokuma doesn't really have a gender, but I put him with a... Who did I put him with? I don't remember. But yeah, I didn't. But Kyubei and Monokuma together. Sachiko and Princess Tutu work together for the day. Light receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Haruhi 2 thinks about home. Kate scares Death the Kid off. Kid? Kid, what do you... No. Ai defeats Haruhi 1 in a fight, but spares her life. Good for Ai. No one's dead yet for day 4. Gary cooks his food before putting his fire out. Good for Gary. Kanato sets up a camp for the night. Sachiko looks up at the night sky, thinking about the souls trapped in Heavenly Host Elementary School. Yato receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Kate, Death the Kid, and Haruhi 1 sleep in shifts. Izaya questions his sanity. Haruhi 2 stays awake all night. Rei receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ai cries herself to sleep. I know. Asuna and Light sleep in shifts. Princess Tutu is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Monokuma sets up camp for the night. Kyubei receives an explosive. Okay. Monokuma, Kate, Princess Tutu, and Rei hunt for other tributes. Izaya questions his sanity. Haruhi 1 tries to spear fish with a trident. Yanto and Kanato work together for the day. Ai scares Gabri off. Yeah, that would happen, I think. Sachiko sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Light searches for a water source. Kyubei tries to spear fish with the trident. Death the Kid. Death the Kid stalks Asuna. I can't say that sentence and not laugh. Haruhi 2 practices her archery. Just so you know, I made an Haruhi 1 from the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzu, I don't know if I remember, and then Haruhi 2 is from Host Club. Gary stays awake all night. Kanato convinces Princess Dudu to snuggle with him. What happened to Teddy? Did you not bring Teddy? I receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Ray cries herself to sleep. Haruhi 2, Haruhi 1, and Death the Kid cheerfully sing songs together. Okay. Izaya is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Sachiko is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Kyubei and Monokuma run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Light passes out from exhaustion. Yato tends to his wounds. Asuna receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Kate thinks about winning. I think Asuna's gonna win. Haruhi attempts to climb a tree but falls on Kyubei, killing them both. Oh man. I strangles Izaya after engaging in the fist fight. Oh. Okay then. Kanato camouflages himself as in the bushes. Kate receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Haruhi 2 receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Princess Tutu begs her Death the Kid to kill her. He refuses, keeping Princess Tutu alive. Monokuma begs for Asuna to kill him. She refuses, keeping Monokuma alive. Sachiko practices her archery. Rei hunts for other tributes. Light and Yato work together for a dead day. Gary falls into a pit and dies. Gary. R.I.P. Haruhi Suzumiya. Kyubei. R.I.P. Izaya. R.I.P. Gary. Okay. Princess Tutu sets up camp for the night. Kanato receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Kate attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. Haruhi 2 looks at the night sky. Yato kills Asuna with a hatchet. I thought she was gonna win. Light receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Rei, Death the Kid, and Monokuma discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Ai and Sachiko run into each other and decide to truce for the night. That's good. Haruhi 2 sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Yato hunts for other tributes. Sachiko, Light, and Rei get into a fight. Sachiko triumphantly kills them both. Light, you had the motherfucking death note. You had a chance, man. Ai, Monokuma, and Death the Kid hunt for other tributes. Kanato injures himself. Princess Tutu sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Fire spreads throughout the arena. Princess Tutu survives. Haruhi 2 falls to the ground, but kicks Ai hard enough to then push her into the fire. Sachiko survives. Death the Kid survives. The fire catches up to Monokuma, killing him. Kanato and Yato survive. Who died? Kate, Asuna, Light, Rei, Ai, and Monokuma. Well then. Kanato tends to his wounds. Death the Kid destroys Sachiko's supplies while she's asleep. Haruhi 2 thinks about home. Princess Tutu kills Yato as he tries to win. Cornucopias are replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Sachiko severely injures Death the Kid and leaves him to die. Princess Tutu kills Kanato as he tries to win. Haruhi decides not to go to the feast. Smart Haruhi. Whoa. Haruhi searches for a water source. Sachiko throws a knife into Princess Tutu's chest. Haruhi 2 stabs Sachiko. Wait, a monster's hurricane wreaks havoc in the arena. Haruhi 2 stabs Sachiko, then pushes her close enough for the hurricane to suck her in. R.I.P. Yato, R.I.P. Death the Kid, R.I.P. Kanato, R.I.P. Princess Tutu, and R.I.P. Sachiko. Haruhi won. Why? Okay, I'm gonna end this here. If you like it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe there will be more anime, Hunger Games. You never know. I was not expecting Haruhi to win. Anyway, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to stay awesome, but not as awesome as the awesome Prasha. Little Miss Creepypasta is out. Bye-bye.